Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Yo, what is going on? And today we got a interesting um a video today. So that I have recorded videos and from this guy's channel, but unfortunately and the display capture wasn't seen in the videos until I realized it too late. So I was like, you know what? I'm just not saying I delete those videos and start a new one today. So I have the display capture up, and I would just and what you're seeing on your screen right now. Um, and any this video, I'm very interested in and love to get into because I'm not saying why not. It is a time and I take a break and from the videos I am accustomed to and do new videos. You know, what I'm saying new reactions. I just like and I this did this video is called "What's It Like Being Arab in Japan." So and this is going to be very interesting for not only me but for y'all. So if you like my reaction, please hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel. I appreciate the support. And without further ado, let's do this.
What's it like living in Japan as an Arabic person?
Yeah, I mean,
And I said Egypt. And then they said, oh, but you don't look like a terrorist.
They think that all Arab cultures are the same. We eat the same foods.
As a Muslim from Saudi Arabia,
It needs to be halal, right?
yes, we don't eat
So this is the difficulty that we
fish.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi from Japan. Today I'm going to interview Arab people in Japan. What's it like being Arab in Japan? So previously I made a video about this topic, like asking Latino in Japan, asking Black in Japan, asking foreign Asian in Japan. So this time I'm gonna ask Arab people. Let's find out today. On my channel, I interview Japanese people and foreigners in Japan. So it's the best channel for anyone who wants to come to Japan, whether traveling or living. And you can also learn Japanese here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And on my Instagram, I show my daily life in Tokyo and share information about Japan. So if you haven't followed yet, please follow it too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, thank you for your time.
This ad.
All
Like,
this
come
for
on, bro.
$5, $5, 5 shekels, 5 smackaroonies?
That finger looking good.
Learn a language by watching TV. Choose from hundreds of TV shows.
Okay.
Where from?
I'm from Egypt.
Egypt.
Yes.
How
Oh,
long
she's
have you
fine.
been in Japan?
I've been in Japan over 8-9 years now, and I grew up between Tokyo and Cairo. I first came with
Wow.
my family because of my parents' job.
Okay.
And we first came here like temporarily, but it ended up being more long term. So basically, since high school, I've been in Japan the whole time.
This topic is about Arabic people in Japan. I haven't seen many Arabic
I
people.
haven't either. Yeah, that's
So
not a lot.
you have opinion first of all. What's it like living in Japan?
I would say it's a very interesting experience because Arab culture has so many similarities to Japanese culture.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
In terms of like, I think some mannerisms and stuff like that. But there's also so many big differences. So it can definitely be a bit of a culture shock. Like, for example, for me, the biggest thing I found that was hard was like how people interact. Like, for example, in Egypt and in most Arab cultures, when you greet people, you either shake hands and kiss like each side of the cheek or like hug. So like kissing, holding hands, hugging, it's like how we greet people. But in Japan, it's like no contact at all, like just bow.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
there's definitely
definitely.
that aspect of it that was very different to get used to. And just, I feel like in Japan, people are more closed off. It's like people really respect having like, keeping to themselves and respecting people's spaces. So I would say that's like the biggest thing that's different.
Yeah, especially since COVID happened.
Yes. Yes.
You can't
Exactly.
pick people on the street. Do you have any Arabic friends?
No,
No?
not at all.
No?
I feel like the Arab community in Japan is not so big, and there's not a lot of Egyptians either. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So if you're out there, let me know.
How do Japanese people see you? How do Japanese people see like Arabic people?
People in Japan have a lot of curiosity about Arab people because I feel like they don't know a lot about them. I would say it's more positive, like curiosity, than negative. The only time it was negative, I would say, was one time someone asked me where I was from, and I said Egypt. And then they said, "Oh, but you don't look like a terrorist." And I was like, "Oh, not everyone that's Arab, they have, I think some people have this idea that Arab is terrorist, which very misinformed, very negative. But that was just one situation that's happened in all the years I've lived here. It's not something that happens a lot in Japan, I think. But I hope that slowly changes and people have different views of that because Arab people are one of like the warmest, friendliest people out there. And yeah, it's just sad that it's just just the idea of hearing the word Arab is like associated with terrorism. I sometimes get treated differently for like my skin color or my hair. Like I would get asked questions about it that are not always very positive. And I think people tend to think like, oh, you're an Egyptian woman. It's kind of a bit of like a fetish sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't quite like that part of it. But other than that, I think it's quite positive.
Thank you so much. Last question. You speak Japanese, right?
Yes, I speak Japanese. Not perfectly,
Not perfectly.
but yeah.
まあ日本で育ってる
そうです。
すもんね。ずっと日本にいますこれから。
まあ、ずっと日本にいると思う。
あ本なんかカイロに戻りたいとか、欧米の方に行きたいとかってのはないですかあんまり。
まあ、他の国に住んでみたいと思うけど、今までずっと東京ので、多分東京の方が
好き。
そう好き。
あ、なるほどなるほど。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうござい
ありが
ます。
とうございます。Thank you. Thank you for your time. Can I ask where you guys from?
Yes, we are from Saudi Arabia.
Where are you guys? Saudi Arabia. How long have you been in Japan?
We have been here for 2 months. Almost,
2 months?
Almost 2 months. Yeah.
2 weeks only. Only 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh, so you just came here and then you've been here 2 months.
And we are planning to stay here for 1 year and a half.
Oh, so
Yes.
temporary.
Temporary.
Okay, okay. What brought you to Japan? Work?
Yes, actually, we came here just for temporary work. Our company in Saudi Arabia sent us here. Once we finish this project, we will go back to Saudi Arabia.
What gives you culture shock as an Arab person in Japan? Like
Food difficulties.
food?
Yes.
Right. Like
Japanese people, they like to eat bugs, and most of their food contain bugs.
so
And as a Muslim from Saudi Arabia,
it needs to be halal, right?
yes, we don't eat.
So this is the difficulty that we
Face.
Actually, we're trying to search for halal food everywhere. And we already find, but it's difficult and not many shops.
One more thing, I have been in many countries. However, they have international, what's called a restaurant. However, I was really surprised that when I reached to Japan, there are look of what's called international restaurant.
Okay.
Even though there are many tourists is coming, but I hope maybe in the future they will open more international restaurant.
Japanese people, about Japanese people, when you say you're from Saudi Arabia, the Japanese people, how's their reaction? Like, do they know about Saudi Arabia, or do they have like positive image, or it can be like a negative image? Or
Actually, one time, one Japanese, they asking me, where are you from? And I said, from Saudi Arabia. Actually, they didn't know what Saudi Arabia. Then I said Dubai, because it's nearby. It's in the Middle East. So they know Dubai.
Yeah.
Yes, it's different country. But they know Dubai, but they didn't know Saudi Arabia.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Last question, the language, Japanese. I assume you don't speak Japanese, right? Do you?
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Just like reading.
Yeah, simasai, like this.
Okay, so I just have a question. Like, if you already know you're gonna live in Japan in a year, would you learn Japanese? No? Because I wouldn't.
With our company, it's difficult.
Okay.
We spend a lot of time in the company
Okay.
with Japanese people, but yeah, they speak English.
a bit difficult. It's not like English for us. It's easier to learn in English.
Yeah.
So, but for me, that I'm watching anime, so I know a bit. So that's helped me a lot.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Have a good
Nice
day.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Have a good day.
ありがとうございます。Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Where from?
I'm from Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Yes.
How long have you been in Japan?
Like next month, I'll be 3 years in Japan.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any Tunisian friends?
Yes, I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So at first, I didn't know any Tunisian, and then I've known one, and she introduced me to others. So that's when I started meeting Tunisian people, and we stayed friends.
That's the easiest way to make friends, right?
Yeah. Like introducing
Yeah,
to
yeah,
other
yeah.
friends. Yeah.
Do you have any Japanese friends or acquaintances?
I have few, but mainly foreigners, not
Okay.
not Japanese.
How do Japanese people see you? Arab people, what's their image of you guys? Do you have any opinion on that?
If I introduce myself, they think that all Arab cultures are the same. We eat the same foods. We live in deserts. So I have to explain that, like the difference between the cultures of Arab countries, the difference between like the areas, the people, the languages, etc. And I have to, for example, to specify Morocco, because Morocco is more popular, I think, in Tunisia or not any North African countries, or Egypt. And I say like Tunisia is in North Africa, like next to the Egypt and Morocco.
I mean, actually, before making this video, I searched in Japanese, Egypt, Tunisia, like other Arab country, in Japanese on YouTube. And there are some video about Egypt, Japanese people made, like traveling to Egypt, like that, but there's no like Tunisia or Jordan video in Japanese, not at all. So yeah, I was surprised about that, yeah.
Yeah, mostly Egypt and Morocco are more popular and famous. That's how I introduce my country at first, if they don't know the country.
You want to say something else about Arab people in Japan?
I don't see any like discrimination or difference between
really?
Arabs and other foreigners.
So you haven't experienced?
No, actually, no direct discrimination. I think I'm lucky for that part. Yeah, and my Japanese friends are so nice. I think it's been nice to live in Japan as Arab or Muslim, even like from Muslim culture perspective. In Tokyo specifically, we can have lots of halal food now, and also prayer rooms are starting to be available everywhere. So I think it's pretty convenient for Muslim from now on. Yeah.
Okay, for Arab people, including Muslim people too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Last question, you speak Japanese?
Not really.
Not really?
Yeah, I've been here for 3 years, but I know the basics, like to ask about prices or to ask if there is alcohol or pork inside something, but to engage in a conversation, not really.
So with your Japanese friends, you guys talk in English?
In English.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Where from?
Sure. I'm from Jordan. My name is Omar.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How long have you been in Japan?
It's almost like 1 year now.
1 year?
Yeah.
What do you do in Japan? You student?
Yeah, I am a student in K University. I am doing my master degree right now.
Oh. First of all, like, what's it like living in Japan as an Arabic person?
Yeah, I think in general people are really accepting in Japan here, Japanese people, but unfortunately there is the image of Arab terrorists or much not very civilized people. Personally, I did not have any bad experience, any bad comments coming from Japanese people. I did not have any bad experience like this, but I heard some of my friends had some, not really pleasant experience like this, unfortunately. I would say most difficult thing for Arab people here in Japan is how to engage in the society, because as Arab we have a very different faces, right? Maybe comparing to, let's say, people from Asia, there is some barrier between you and Japanese people because with the difference in appearance, right? So it's definitely there. This problem, maybe, I don't know, it's definitely there. But the solution for that, I would say, is learning how to speak Japanese.
Okay.
So if you could speak the language, people are really welcoming and more open towards you. So my advice for Arab people coming to Japan is to learn Japanese before coming here. It's really, really make all the difference in terms of how much integrate into society here.
Okay, that's right. I think that's right.
Yeah.
So you speak Japanese, right?
Yeah, I am not really that fluent, but I can speak some Japanese, right?
So じゃあ日本語で大丈夫ですか？じゃあ日本人の友達と話すときは日本語ですか？
あ、そうですね。日本語で話しますね。
あ
まあでもこれから日本語の授業を受けると思いますね。大学で。そこはちょっと不安がありますね、正直。
なるほどなるほど。はい。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. Actually,
Man, shout out to bro. I mean, this is pretty interesting because I just like I said in the intro that that I was like reacting to other videos. However, because of the display capture wasn't there, I just and I decided saying not to post them and delete them. However, I learned that Japanese people are very very welcoming, into and they are very very curious about like the other races. You know what I'm saying? Just like if any other country that has a foreigner and are looking to visit a place or to even live in a place, what I'm saying, they're just curious of like what type of people we are culturally, and how do we operate culturally. And I saw homie's video on like what was it like being black in Japan. Like it's the Japanese people are very welcoming. That they're just very curious because of what they see in the media. And that they probably haven't like haven't seen a black person before, or saying, and they have questions of how do we operate, saying on just like how do we react to things, or how do we act in certain situations. So it's just that people are very curious. Let's saying, let's leave it at that. And that I'm very grateful, saying that this man has created a YouTube channel for not only me but for y'all to gain knowledge on what's this like, on what it's like to be a foreigner in Japan. Shit. And yeah, that's it for this video. So and if you like my reaction, please hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel. I really do appreciate the support. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. I love you guys. I'm out of here.